Hello, you're watching Jagran English, and my name is Aditi Mishra.
And I am Suparnashri.
And today we are going to be discussing about a very important topic, the discussion for which has been going on in several TV debates. The top court of the country, the Supreme Court, is currently hearing the matter of same-sex marriage. When we talk about the same-sex marriage, today was the sixth day of the hearing, and today the Supreme Court said a very important thing. The judicial pronouncements, the judicial decisions of any other country, the 35, 34 countries that have already legalized same-sex marriage cannot be relied upon because India as a country is very different socially and culturally. Srupanna.
Yeah, true. Very true. India is actually really different from any other country. At the same time, the hearing will be heard, this case will be heard on May 3rd again, and it will be the seventh day of the hearing of this case. So, from the seventh day, this case is actually going on in the Supreme Court. Yesterday, on day 5th, actually, the center told the Supreme Court that this is a very complex issue to be handled by the apex court. So they wanted that the parliament should be hearing this case.
Right, Suparna, and that what you said is a complex issue. That is the word that the center has used.
Yeah, Tushar Mehta, who is the Solicitor General, has actually said that it is a very complex issue that should be handled by the Supreme Court. And even earlier this week, the Bar Council of India has said that this is actually a case that should be actually heard by the legislature of the country.
Okay, right. For the audience who have just joined in, the 15 petitions, more than 15 petitions had reached the Supreme Court, the apex court of the country. It's a judge bench of 5 judges, which is headed by the Chief Justice of India. So it's very important. See, last 6 days, the hearing has been going on. These petitioners had put forward their arguments. From yesterday, the center had started putting forward their arguments. Now, these petitioners say that they want equal right when it comes to marriage. They want equal rights as any other heterosexual couple has. However, the center has said that this might actually have several impacts. It could actually impact the heterosexual marriages. It could actually impact several things when it comes to divorces, when it comes to maintenance. So it's very important as to what decision is the Supreme Court going to take, because it's a very big bench. It's headed by the Chief Justice himself. And the arguments we've been following, most of us have been following this. So when we talk about the arguments, it's very important to see as to what is the center going to put forward now.
Yeah, and it will be really crucial for the entire nation, because gay brain drain, gay brain drain is a term, and it's a major issue for our country, because 7% of our GDP can be impacted by the gay brain drain. If India is not legalizing the same-sex marriage, then a lot of couples who are from this, who believe in the same-sex marriage and who want to legalize the same-sex marriage, they can actually go out to other countries where this is legal, and they can have they can be together, and actually they will be in the search of love and happiness, and they'll just leave our country, and because of that our country will face brain drain at the same time.
Right, I get it. But this term gay brain drain is extremely crucial to understand for most of us, because if they do not get the right here in India, they will obviously move out to other countries. And several countries have legalized this. This is not just India who has been hearing this. There are 35 countries in the world in total that have legalized, 34 countries, and India will be the 35th country. I'm so sorry. India will be the 35th country to do so.
And also the third Asia's country to do so.
Right. So Netherlands, I believe, in the early 2000s was the first country to have legalized same-sex marriage. Several countries have done this. However, when it comes to India today has said, the Supreme Court today has said that it cannot be dependent on, we cannot depend on the hearing, the decisions of other countries when it comes to our country, because our country is very, very different. Also, these people have been demanding equal right when it comes to marriages, and they say that if they are not given equal rights, that would amount to discrimination on grounds of sexual preferences, sexual orientation. So it's very, very important for Supreme Court to listen to both the parties here and deliver the judgment.
Yeah, very true. In 2018, the Supreme Court has actually legalized homosexuality in the country, but till date, no action or no recognition has been done, or any law, there is no law or anything has not been made for the same-sex marriage. So this is a big concern.
Very true, because 2018 homosexuality was decriminalized.
Yeah.
Earlier it was you could actually go up to 10 years in jail in case you completely openly told that
Yeah.
you were a homosexual. So now this thing was decriminalized. However, in 75 years since independence, no such law was made for these people. So what the homosexuals have been saying, that they cannot rely on the parliament. They want the Supreme Court to make a solid decision. They cannot rely on the parliament. What the parliament has been saying, so Panna right told you that the parliament wants the Supreme Court to leave this decision on the parliament. However, the center wants Supreme Court to leave this decision on the parliament. However, these people feel that they cannot rely on the parliament anymore, because the parliament has deceived them. They want a decision to be taken by the Supreme Court and Supreme Court itself. Also, when the hearing was underway, several matters came forward. Matters like divorce, maintenance. These matters were very, very important.
Adoption
very,
also.
exactly.
Yeah.
Adoption. It was very, very crucial, because let's understand, these people want to be identified as spouse. They want, for example, a gay couple, they want to be identified as a spouse, both the partners.
Yeah.
But when it comes to adoption, for example, they want to go and adopt a child. There's so many homeless children looking forward for adoption right there. So in case they want to go out and choose adoption, they will have to provide that who is going to be the mother of the child. And the Supreme Court also pointed out, the center, the Solicitor General also pointed out as to who is going to be the mother of the child in case of such adoption procedures. Also, who is going to be husband and who is going to be the wife in case of lesbian and gay marriages. So it's a very big concern. It's not just about legalizing same-sex marriages, but a lot of concerns that come surrounding it, Suparna.
Yeah, actually, Aditi. So you actually heard Aditi saying all these things, that law should be made around these people. So the first thing that comes here is the LGBTQ plus community. So we already know that L stands for lesbian, G stands for gay, B stands for bisexual, T stands for transgender, Q stands for queer, I stands for intersex, and the plus sign, yes, you heard me right, the plus sign stands for any sexual orientation, any gender identity that couldn't be identified by words or symbol. So this will be the biggest question, actually the biggest question for the government to actually see through it and make laws around it, because genders and sexual orientation is not actually described here. They are not a conventional man or a conventional woman. So this will be the biggest question.
Definitely.
With this, we'll take your leave. That's all for today. We'll keep bringing you more inputs on this story as it develops. Thank you.
Thank you so much.